Alright, so our new M4 mounting solution came in. I wanted to show you the difference between the two. I'm going to start with the old system, and I'm going to do it here on the left. With the old system, you had to assemble this inside of the car. And so what you would do is, this piece of metal for this video is going to be the IMA's interior aluminum wall that this affixes to. Of course, this is only one of the holes. There's 4 of them. It's the whole tray. But just for illustrative purposes, what you had to do is you had to, inside of the car, you had to slide this bolt through, and then you had to put this spacer and this guy on, and then you had to put this in here, again, inside of the car, and you had to install this like that, and then you had to put a washer on here, and you had to do this on all 4 of these. We're going to just do it on one, and then finally you had to put this little lock nut on here, which kind of holds this all together so that it doesn't fall apart while you're trying to assemble it. Once you've done this with all 4 of these things, this will be attached in the car. And now you have to actually, while you've plugged all the cables in and everything, you got to plug these in, line these up, and then screw all of those in. And it didn't work well. And the reason we kind of devolved to that installation method was that originally I was going to actually have keyway holes instead of the M4 hole here, like a 4mm hole here. I had a keyway that you could slide these in and drop it down. And then I determined that that was going to be way too hard for the average person to do. And so rather than redesign this, I just kind of said, hey, it's going to be difficult, whatever. So real annoying, and I've already had one person who's installed this comment and say, yeah, that's real annoying. So the new solution is much easier. And so what we do is we thread lock this M4 continuous shaft. So it's continuously threaded the whole way, M4, and we thread lock it in there so that it sticks out a whole bunch. And now what we do is we install our washer. This is outside of the car now. We install our washers. I'll do 2 of them here just because it's so much easier. And then we put this red gasket on. This red gasket is so that we don't crack this polycarbonate here. We do this on all four sides. And again, we do this outside of the car now. And then we go ahead, assemble this outside of the car. All of our wires are already plugged in. And then we put 2 more red guys there. And again, we would do this on all 4 sides. So we do it on these 2 and those 2. This one in the middle stays the same because that doesn't actually contact the aluminum. So now with the red here, we go ahead and put our washers on like so. And now we attach an M4 nut that does not have a nylon insert in it so that it'll spin freely, like so. And then we basically tighten this all the way up. Again, all outside of the car, so that's the huge improvement. And once we have all 4 of these installed, I'm going to go ahead and just thread that in as well. Now we can install this as a completed assembly with all of our cables. We'll have cables coming out that side, cables coming out that side, cables coming out the top. But now when we install this in the car, we literally just take these posts here, they stick out about 10mm, and we just slide these through the same aluminum holes. So here's our IMA cover again. So now when we put this in the car, we literally do that, and then from the front, this will be sitting there from the front. We'll just install another washer here and another M4 bolt, nut rather, and that will be the mechanical stack up now. So it's much improved. This is not like earth-shattering improvement, but it was just something that needed to be improved, and it's going to make the install quite a bit better. So, yep, that's the new install solution.